Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
You can use the Express Start feature to create a new company file. This feature simplifies and segments the steps in the Easy Step interview into more manageable sections so you can get started with QuickBooks more quickly. When you first open QuickBooks, the option to create a company file using the Express Start feature is displayed in the QuickBooks Setup screen. Note that this is the same screen that opens if you select File and then New Company from the menu bar, or simply click the Create a New Company button shown within the No Company Open window. If you wish to use the Express Start feature, then click the Express Start button within the QuickBooks Setup screen to begin. Also note that for advanced features and setup, you can still use the Easy Step interview to more thoroughly customize your company file at startup. To do this, simply click the Advanced Setup button that is shown within the QuickBooks Setup screen instead. You can then use the Easy Step interview, which we will discuss in a later lesson, to create your company file. In the first Express Start screen, enter your Intuit ID or email address associated with your Intuit ID into the email address field. You must be connected to the Internet for this part of the company file setup. If you do not have an Intuit account, enter the business email address you want to associate with your Intuit account. The account will then be created during this part of the process. The Intuit account links you to goods and services available through Intuit. Once you have entered your email address, click the Validate button to continue. If you have an Intuit account, enter the associated password for the account or enter a new password for the account if you're creating a new Intuit account. If creating a new account, re-enter your password and also enter your first and last name into the first and last name fields shown. To create both a local and online copy of your company file so that you can use QuickBooks online, check the checkbox for Set up my company file locally and on Intuit's servers so that I can access QuickBooks features online. This is an optional step that will make a copy of your company file on both your local machine as well as on an Intuit server where you can sync to use QuickBooks features online. If you do not want this to occur, then ensure that there is not a check mark in this checkbox before clicking the Continue button. When you are ready to proceed, simply click the Continue button. In this screen, enter your company's name as you wish it to appear to customers and vendors. Note that if you use a different name for legal and tax filings, you will actually enter that name into the third Express Start screen. Next, click the Help Me Choose hyperlink next to the Industry text box to open the Select Your Industry window. This window allows you to select your company file's industry. Note that the industry choice will impact which features of QuickBooks are enabled and disabled, as well as determine the initial chart of accounts used by your company file. You can also change these settings later if needed. Since you are creating a legal company, scroll through the industry list in the lower left corner of this window until you find the Legal Services industry choice, and click that industry choice to select it. The chart of accounts for a legal services company file will appear in the window to the right for you to review if desired. After you have made your industry selection, click the OK button to return to the Express Start screen. Next, use the Company Type drop-down to select the legal structure of your company file. This determines the tax-related settings for your company file. You then enter your company's FEIN, Federal Employer Identification Number, or your Social Security number into the Tax ID number field. You can then answer the Do you have employees question by selecting a choice from the adjacent drop-down menu. When finished, click the Continue button to move to the third Express Start screen. In the third Express Start screen, you can enter your company's legal name used for legal and tax filings if it differs from the company name that you entered in the previous screen. Then enter your company file's address information into the address, city, state, zip, and country fields provided. You can also enter the company's phone, email, and website into the fields of the same name. When finished on this screen, You can click the Preview Your Settings button to open the Preview Your Company Settings window where you can review your company file's default settings. On the Features Selected tab, you can see which features will be turned on and off by default. Note that you can change these later if needed. You can click the Chart of Accounts tab to review the accounts that will be used by your company file. You can check any accounts to add them to your chart of accounts, or you can remove the check from the checkbox for any accounts that you wish to remove from your chart of accounts. You can click the Company File Location tab to view the directory where QuickBooks will save your company file. If needed, you can click the Change Location button to open a Browse for Folder window that you can use to select a different file location to which to save the local copy of the company file. When finished, click the OK button within the Preview Your Company Settings window to return to the Express Start screen. Then click the Create Company File button to create your company file. After creating the company file, you can then add the customers, products, and services, as well as bank accounts used by your company by clicking the Add button within the respective sections of the screen that is shown. We will examine doing this in later chapters within this tutorial.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.